Let's go.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna start out. I'm very, very nervous right now. So bear with me. I pace when I talk. Also move my hands a lot when I talk. Is that okay with y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, walk with me. Walk with me. Okay. So I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Michaela Deshawn. I started my YouTube channel earlier this year, where I focus on positivity, encouragement, mental health. And I'm just so nervous, y'all, but I'm here. And I want to talk to you guys tonight. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit about my background. I'm a Texas native. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, right?
Let's go.
Boom. I ended up in Virginia because my dad is in the military, right? He's in the military, he's in the Army, he's still there now. And come on. So he went from Texas to Fort Benning, Georgia, from Fort Benning, Georgia to Fort Eustis, Virginia, from Fort Eustis, Virginia to Fort Lewis, Washington, right? Back to Virginia. So now I'm here, boom, life is getting started, and my dad is in the military, right? Growing up, I grew up on a military base where it was just a safe environment. I could go next door to anybody. Hey, Miss So-and-so, I can get in my house. Can I sit with you? Yeah, baby, come on in. Y'all know some of us grandmas in here. Come on, baby. Come on, sit down, fix your plate. I'm going to call your grandparents, right? So that's how I grew up. There was a sense of safety that was on the military base. And my father, believe it or not, and I don't know if I ever had the chance to tell him this, he was my hero. Now, our relationship now is not estranged. We're still very close. Like my parents divorced about 10 years ago. So you know how life goes around that. But growing up, my dad has always been the shining light in my life, right? He's a soldier. Soldier strong, army strong. One of the strongest, most brilliant men that I know, right? So as we were growing up, I would always see my dad in situations, no matter what was thrown this man's way, y'all, it don't matter what it is, he faced it headstrong. It didn't matter if it put him at a disadvantage. It didn't matter if it was crazy, it was big, if he was stressed out. The fact of the matter is he still performed and he was still able to get results, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm growing up, I'm seeing my dad, I'm like, man, my dad's so cool. My dad really is my hero, right? He's a soldier. So now, fast forward, I'm 24 years old. I'm married now, that's my husband right there. We are approaching our 2-year anniversary or 3-year anniversary this next year in July. So life has been moving kind of fast. I just graduated, and I can say that I'm a product of my parents, of my mom and my dad. But we're talking about my dad right now because he's a soldier, right? Remember that. So today, right, as I was preparing to be here, I'm like, okay, God, what you want me to say to the people that are nervous, Jesus? Oh my goodness. And I began to look up what it means to be a soldier, right? Walk with me. I began to look up what it means to be a soldier. A soldier is someone who's enlisted to the military, whether it's Army, Air Force, the National Guard, Coast Guard, whatever that looks like for you, right? So I'm like, okay, God. And as I'm here, I'm like, Lord, what you trying to tell people, God? Everyone's in here. Everyone looks so strong. Everyone here is exuding some type of beauty. There's a grace. There's a strength that is exuding from me that I can pick up on. I'm like, okay, God, these not just soldiers, these are warriors, right? So boom, I'm like, well, what's the difference between a soldier and a warrior, right? Y'all still with me?
Yeah.
Cool. So I looked up what the difference between a soldier and a warrior is, right? So a soldier, I'm not discrediting a soldier, but they're a soldier. They take orders, they make it happen, right? When it comes to a warrior, I looked up the definition. The definition of a warrior is a very experienced soldier. They don't play. They don't give up. Why? Because giving up is not an option, right? So as I'm here, and I'm looking at everybody in the crowd, male, female, little boy, little girl, even the 2 little young ones are at the table. They're blessing my soul. I love kids. I love children because they're so fearless. It doesn't matter what's in front of them. They're going to ask their parents, Mommy, I want that truck. I want that Lamborghini truck right there. Because there's a faith about them. It's like a blind faith. So as I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, God, I don't know what these people have been through. Y'all don't know what I've been through. I don't know what you've been through. But as I begin to think, we are all some warriors, right? Look at someone and say, you're a warrior.
You're a warrior.
We are all warriors. Now, what does that mean? That means we done been through some stuff, right? That means we done been through some battles, right?
Yeah.
We done been through some wars almost. Some of us are dealing with, this is a breast cancer awareness conference of breast cancer. Some of us are battling actively with that. Some of us are dealing with lupus. Some of us are dealing with depression. Some of us are dealing with, I'm sorry, I'm talking back, y'all, because I'm hot and I'm nervous. So some of us are dealing with these things that almost seems like they're bigger than life. Some of us are dealing with, I don't know how I'm going to feed my kids. Some of us are like, God, I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills. Some of us are like, God, my car about to get repoed. Some of us, God, I'm sick in my body. God, I just got a bad doctor's report. Some of us are like, Lord, I just feel like killing myself. But it sounds harsh, but that's the reality, right?
Yeah.
And I know because I've been there not too long ago. I'm like, Lord, and it almost looks like, she would never do that. You don't know what anyone's been through. You don't know what anyone's been through. I don't know what you've been through. You don't know what I've been through. But what I do know is a lot of unknown variables. But one thing I know for sure, and two things for certain, and is we are all warriors. And warriors don't play. Warriors persevere. They keep going. They're not soft. They're not no pushovers. You wonder how I know? Because my daddy ain't no pushover. And my daddy don't play. And every time something came his way, he persevered, he made it happen no matter what. And as I look at each and every single one of you, some of you are really dealing with some real issues that you don't tell nobody, that no one may not ever know about. Man, God, they're trying to get me to join this game. I don't know. Man, Lord, I'm about to step out on my wife. Man, I'm about to step out on my husband. But that's facts, and that's the reality, the harsh realities of everything that people are dealing with. And it's not easy. It's not cookie cutter. So I really didn't come here to tell you that everything was going to be okay. And if you just get up tomorrow, your problems will disappear, because that's a lie. And I'm not a liar. My parents are raised me to lie. You know, I used to lie out when I was a kid, when I was stealing cookies. But I've been in this place for Lord, hallelujah. But I didn't come here to give you false hope. I didn't come here to do that. What I did come here to tell you guys is that one thing for sure is that you're a warrior. Look at someone and say, you're a warrior.
You're a warrior.
You're not soft. It may seem like you're in a stuck place, like you're stagnant. Like, I'm like, hey, God. Whew, but pick yourself up. Look at them say, pick yourself up.
Pick yourself up.
No, pick yourself up. That's how you gotta talk to yourself. Strap your bootstraps up and get ready to go to war, because warriors war and they always win. But not only are you just warriors, right? You're also trailblazers. What does a trailblazer mean? Y'all ever seen like a big old forest? And they'll have like those big old men, and they got the big old arms and the big old the thing that chops the trees down. The axe, it's like, yup, the axe, and they chopping them trees down, boom, 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 chopping the trees down, and then they may be giving a tour or whatever, and you have like little people coming behind them, but this person is working hard to chop these trees, and you can see the sweat coming from his forehead, you see him getting weak, taking water breaks, but the people behind him just like, oh, wow, my path is so clear. But they didn't see that man struggle. They didn't see that man struggling to chop these trees down. Why? Because he's a trailblazer, right? Now, what does that mean? You're a trailblazer. I'm a trailblazer. Everybody in here, not only are we warriors, but we're trailblazers. Now, what I came to tell you was, I promise I'm not coming with bad news, but I came to give it to you straight and keep it real with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So, not only are we warriors, but we're trailblazers. What does that mean? That means that our way is not always what? Easy.
Yeah.
It's not always cookie cutter, ice cream, rainbow, sunshine. That's not true all the time. But one thing I know, two things for certain, is that we was built for this, right? We was graced for this.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come here tonight to personally thank you for your press. I wanted to personally come here to thank you for your perseverance. I wanted to come here tonight and thank you for always getting up every morning and continue to press through what you feel. I wanted to thank you for getting up every morning and still fixing your kids' breakfast, even when you feel a sickness in your body about to overtake you. I wanted to come here to thank you and tell you to keep going, even when you feel down, strap your bootstraps up, even if you got to physically sit down. Okay, God, let me tie my shoelaces up. All right, Lord, let me fix my collar. I'm not by myself. But the fact of the matter is we feel alone all the time. But why? Because the way of a warrior and a trailblazer is never going to be easy. It wasn't meant to be a whole gang of us around all the time, because we're set apart. Now, the Bible says, and I don't know if we can talk about the Bible, but I'm talking about it. But the Bible says, come out from amongst them and be ye separate, right? That's what it says. That's facts. The Bible don't lie. So far, it ain't lie to me. But it says, come out from amongst them and be ye separate. How you going to come out from amongst them and be separate when you're surrounded by people that's bringing you down? They all think the same. They all look the same. Whatever the case may be, you got concerns. They're like, girl, I don't know what you're going to do. Wrong friends, wrong crowd. Get new friends, get a new crowd. You need to be able to come to your people, whoever your people is, whether it's family, friends, and the young lady that was up here before talked about rekindle relationships or rekindle relationships with the right people. If they're not for you, they're not for you. And you know who's good for you. Just like we talk to our kids. I don't have no kids yet. Bless the Lord. Hallelujah. Wait a minute. But I don't have any kids. But I know that some of us that may have children, you can spot from a mile away what a snake is. You can spot from a mile away what a rat is. You sniff, you say, that ain't your friend, baby. And then you ain't even met them 2 seconds. All they said was, good morning, Miss Johnson. He said, no. But you went, that's your discernment. That's your gut telling you something is not right. But what do we choose to do? It seems like as we get older, we become like desensitized to what our body and what God really is God naturally telling us what it is. So I just wanted to come and encourage you guys to keep going. You're a warrior. You're a trailblazer. The way is not going to be easy. It was never meant to be easy. Well, how do I know? I'm glad you asked. How do I know? Because Jesus went wrong easy. As a matter of fact, I still don't know what to talk about, but I'm talking about him because he saved me. Right. So Jesus' way wasn't easy. Homeboy went through some stuff. Somebody said, you don't went through some stuff. You don't went through some things. He went through some things. He went through betrayal. He went through his own homeboy turning his back on him. He went through being surrounded by people that was, God, save us, we love you, to kill him. Ain't that a traitor? But his way was not easy. And eventually he had to die. But he paid the ultimate sacrifice. So we don't have to die. But that means we're going to have to go through some things. So it shouldn't come as a surprise when we're hit with trials and problems and issue after issue after issue. You wake up, you think today's going to be a great day. And then here come your kid. Mommy, I don't feel good. Ask me how I know. Because I used to hit my mom with the same thing. Mama, I don't feel good. Oh, gosh, go in there and lay down. Let's take your temperature. It's like, okay, here we go again. Boom. Then your cardiac decline, and then boom, you ran out of gas on the road, and then boom, you get rid of at your job, and then boom, you get sick, and then boom, you get hit with bad news, and it's almost like a roly-poly-oly, like the rock that just never stops going. But just like the rock and how life seems to bring us those issues, we gotta be like that rock and keep on going. Okay, you know what? I'm sick. God, I know that you're gonna help me. You know what? What? Homeboy died? Lord, give me the strength to keep pushing. What? You know, you trying to fire me? Boy, you crazy. I know my word. You guys, that's how you have to walk. You walk tall, keep your chin up, keep your eyes straight, and I promise you, you're going to keep going. You're going to make it. You're going to be all right, even when it feels like you're not going to be all right, even when it feels like life is hitting you, because life been hitting me. Ask me how I know. Hallelujah. But I'm here, and I say, you know what, God? Life ain't always going to be easy. Even today, I'm like, Lord, nothing is going right, Jesus. Nothing, not my shoes, not my outfit, not my hair. Well, little edges I do have, couldn't get them to lay down. But that's okay because I'm pressing my way. And when in the face of opposition, that's how I knew where my purpose was. And I knew that I was supposed to be here to talk to y'all. So I just want to encourage you guys, y'all the warriors, y'all the trailblazers, keep going. In the face of adversity, pick yourself up, strap yourself up by your bootstraps because you was built for this, you were graced for this. And then keep on going. So I love y'all. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah.